Hello, welcome to Kenya USA Times TV. Today I'm going to talk about culture shock which immigrants who are coming from Africa will find when they come to the US. And I will give you a few examples yenye niliweza kupitia nilipokuja hapa US, so that you can judge for yourself. Is it the place you want to come? Ama hata ukifika, you are better prepared to deal with a culture shock. Number one, culture shock ya kwanza ni the use of alcohol. Hapa US, the use of alcohol is very much common. First of all, wakati nilifika, nikaalikwa several events, and nilipofika hizi my events, the common thing is watu wanakunywa pombe, and they were even shocked that I could not drink alcohol. Na hapa wameiweza kuipatiza hii alcohol, they call it wine. Yes, it's a more glorified version of saying alcohol. But kwa wale wenye wanajua watajua hii ni pombe tu. It's just a pretense. They want to baptize it into another name. Yes, I know. Wine is alcohol. Don't be misled. Wine is alcohol. Na mutu analewa. So whatever can make you to be intoxicated or to be drunk, that is alcohol. Na kama hii wine inakufanya ulewe, hiyo ni alcohol already. So I found this most interesting. People drink alcohol na kesho wako kwa kanisa. It's very interesting. You see somebody on Friday ama on Saturday anakunywa pombe yake. Kesho Sunday ako kwa kanisa mustari ya mbele. I have nothing against those who are drinking alcohol, but expecting that everybody should drink alcohol is a bit way off. You are expecting too much, especially me niliulizwa in one of the events, hey, you are over 21 years. Si uonje hii pombe, you should be drinking once in a while. Sasa nikafikiria, is it a must? So most people in most events wanakunywa pombe. There is even an interesting scenario. Recently I attended a nyama choma event in my local town. Na mwenye alitualika yeye anasema yeye ni pastor. But interestingly, kwa pombe ni number 1. So I was shocked. How can huko Kenya ama Afrika huwa hatuchanganyi? Na kweli hatuchanganyi. So nae, the second thing is, apart from kukunywa pombe na kuattend kanisa ama pastor kuingia kukunywa pombe, Christianity here is a bit different. Yes, there's another culture shock I found here. Here, if you're not careful, you will not go to church. Christianity here is no longer the Christianity ambayo tulikuwa tunajua hapo zamani. It's diminishing. It's as if it's dying. There are a few Christians. Wakristo ni wachache. Na hata ukiwapata hawa, they look so different. So, kama una msimamo wako wa Kikristo, you may get lost in all this quagmire. So hiyo ni culture shock number 2. Very interesting. If you come from Africa or Kenya, be prepared to deal with such situations. Another culture shock ni language. Yes, especially the accent. Utapata ya kwamba some words, the way we pronounce it back home at Kenya is quite different. For example, something like water. Wewe unasema water, but these people say water. Na kuna venye wanaitwiza ulimi yao, water. Kama ni kusema letter, wanasema letter. So there are many things which are quite different here. The way they pronounce things is quite different. And if you are unlucky to find somebody from Black American community, if you talk to such a person, maybe you find Black American, it's very hard for them to understand you. I don't know if they are pretending, but I think most do pretend that they don't understand what we are saying. But again, we are used to British English. They speak American English, but it's not as if their English is perfect. No, it's not perfect. It's only that, to be fair and frank, these people wa Africa weusi wa hapa, they don't seem to like us much. I don't know why. And ukipata yule mbaya, they will pretend that they don't understand what you are talking. Mzungu ako peta kidogo juu atakuelewa. Hiyo ni culture shock. Be prepared on how you will deal with your accent. People will see you differently. And also be prepared to deal with this watu wetu wa ngozi nyeusi wenye walizaliwa hapa. They are quite different. And sometimes they may not be friendly. And they do show their contempt openly. Na si ati wamefika mbali, ni wa Afrika tu kama sisi. Yes, another thing, food. Karibu ni sawa hiyo. The food we are used to back at home, for example in Kenya, tumezoea hii chakula ya kawaida. But here, chakula kama ugali is very rare. You will go to different stores, ukitafuta unga. Yes, you do find unga, lakini taste si kama ile ya nyumbani. Yes. Some other foods like maybe chapati. Yes, unaweza pata unga utengeneza chapati, but hii ugali, no, it's quite different. And when you go to a restaurant or an hotel, chakula ni tofauti. Yenye watu wanakula hapa ni tofauti. So you have to learn very fast to adapt ili uweze kukula vyakula. And if you are good enough, maybe you are a good cook, na afadhalishe uweze kutengeneza vyakula vyako kwa nyumba. Healthy food. Food ni tofauti. There is one thing niliona ni tofauti sana na huko Kenya. Breakfast hapa ni heavy. Yes. Sio mambo ya kunywa chai na mandazi, ndazi moja ama mbili. No, that's not enough. Breakfast is considered a major meal. And ukienda mahali maybe a restaurant or maybe you're invited somewhere, breakfast is heavy. You may think that uko kwa lunch ama supper. It's heavy. Kumbe huko Kenya ni kama hatukuli breakfast mzuri. Hiyo slice yako na nini, kumbe hapa is not enough. So that's one thing I found about here. There is also gender sensitivity. Okay. Kwa kawaida, sisi kwa huko Kenya tumezoea a man and a woman. And we are used to a man marrying a woman. Though kwa jamii zingine Kenya kuna some women katika hizo enzi za kitambo wenye wanaweza oa wamama wengine. Hapa hiyo boundary ni hatari sana. So you should not criticize. They don't want you to criticize or speak anything against those people. You know those people, wale wa sisi na sisi. They are protected people. Na hawapendi watu waongee vibaya kuwahusu. There is one incident naweza kumbuka nikiwa my training. So one of my instructors akasimama akasema, she was a lady by the way, akasema, oh, by the way, I'm happy that my wife is getting better. Mimi nikafikiria sasa huyu anasema my wife and she is a lady. What does it mean? Siku ingine akarudia the same thing that, oh, my wife alikuwa na hivi na hivi, anapenda hivi na hivi. And then I came to realize that this lady married another lady. Na kwa watu wenye tulikuwa na hao in training, they saw it as common. How could raise any issue with that? But to me, I know it's different. Back home, especially from a Christian background, we don't do such stuff. So be prepared. You will find these things when you come to the US. It's a big culture shock. Be prepared. And be strong. Usikuwe na mtu wa kuwa swayed. No, don't be swayed by what people... And don't think that the culture here is so perfect. No. Maintain your identity as an African, as somebody who comes from Kenya or anywhere in Africa. Just maintain your identity. After all, umekuja kutafuta pesa and a good living. Not to absorb whatever negative culture that is here. Absorb culture yenye iko mzuri. Hiyo ingine negative waachie hawa. Wafanye vile wanataka. So, gender sensitivity. Gender issues iko key issue hapa. Na people here will want to be politically correct. Otherwise you'll be cancelled. Or they have a way of panning you. Maybe from the mainstream media, from major events. They will boycott your stuff. So ukwe mwangalifu. You don't be openly criticizing, even though you may not accept what they believe, but okay, kana msimamo wako, be a good Christian. Let them pray for them. Let them do whatever they want. That's America. Na vile nimesema, kuna Wakenya wameobserve, wameingia katika hii culture and they think that it's super than our culture pakatamuno. But for me, I know there is no perfect culture. You pick whatever is good for you. You pick whatever is good for you. Ile mbaya wachana nayo. Okay. There is also parenting issues. Yes. Hapa mambo ya watoto. Our culture back home in Kenya, most of the time a parent will want to mold his or her children in the way vile anataka. Na once in a while unapunish mtoto ukiwa uko Africa, especially Kenya. Lakini hapa hiyo story hakuna. Ukimistreat mtoto hivi, sio hata kumistreat, maybe you are correcting a mistake. Be careful. Unaweza itwa polisi ushangae. Hiyo ni culture shock. But anyway, it's a good thing, but sometimes I see they may go beyond what is normal. You see? Mpaka hata sometimes wanaweza kukunyang'anya watoto because of rights. Hiyo ni culture shock. There is something else I'm just reading. There is driving. Oh, driving culture. First of all, here in the US, a car is a necessity. It's like a basic need. Without a car, you will not be able to move around, to change jobs, or to go to job work, or to pick somebody. It's very hard when you don't have a car. Now utategemea Uber. Some places hazina Uber. Uber haiwezi ingia some places in some parts of the country. So a car is a necessity. And nikisema hivyo, hapa watu wana drive on the right side of the road. That's their culture. Najua Kenya tumezoea left side of the road. Keep left. So when you come here, be careful. Hata kabla hujakuja US, make sure that you are a good driver. You can drive back at home very well. Na in most cases, hata kama unajua ku drive Kenya, you will still need to do driving test when you arrive in the US. Yes, and for most people, most of the time they fail your driving test. They pumped into mtu anaweza gonga parking cones yenye make for driving test. So it's normal for immigrants to fail the first 2, 3 or the first 2 driving skill test. Hata kama unajua. The reason being, ile kudrive ile ya Kenya, tumezoea hiyo reckless driving. Yenye unaendesha gari hata usimami na stop sign. Si ati hujui kuendesha, ati usimami magari zingine. You cannot yield. Here on a junction or on a katika barabara, you yield. You have to yield to the other vehicles. Give them right of way. Na unasimama. Hata kama hakuna gari kwa stop sign. Culture yao ni tofauti. And I think it's the best driving culture because reckless driving can cause a lot of problem. Na hapa ukifanya tu driving incident inaenda kwa file yako. You see? So, those immigrants who are coming to the US, be prepared for this culture shock, driving culture shock, driving on the right side of the road, and make sure umepractice. Kwa wenye hawana magari Kenya, wenye hawajui kuendesha gari, omba mtu gari, practice hizo ma reverse parking, hizo ma parallel parking, practice. Then it will be okay. But when you come here and then you fail, don't blame yourself. It's common for most immigrants to fail. Sio ati vile hawajui kuendesha. No. Hapa sheria ni tofauti. Hapa you may fail to indicate labda indicator. It has a fail. Those are the things. There is something else also. Yes, nimesema mambo ya Ukristo is quite different here. The way people dress, clothing culture. Hapa watu wanavaa manguo kulingana na seasons. So I think when you come here you should be prepared for every season. Wakati wa summer kuna specific clothes watu wanafaa. And it's for valid reasons. It can be so hot in summer, so you have to wear light clothes. Kama ni ama vinyasa. Yes. By the way, personally, nimekuja kuzoea kuvaa shorts hapa US. Na nimezoea na I think it's good. Juu zingine ni joto. Navaa is short. Inaitwa kinyasa, yes. So be prepared for such. Wakati wa winter nae, kuna specific clothes you are supposed to wear, specific boots. In some state, kuna snow boots you have to wear, kuna jackets, alafu nguo ni tofauti. Utapata mama mzee amevaa vile amevaa because of the weather ama because of the nature of the work. I think mambo ya clothing is not si shida sana if you adapt very fast. Yes. And huwezi laumu anybody here, it's because of the weather. Yeah. Kama vile nimesema, mimi nimezoea kinyasa short, and it's doing me good because ikiwa joto, I'm okay. Be prepared for that. I know for some people when hawapendi, maybe for example kuvaa trouser, if you are a lady na upendi kuvaa trouser, be prepared because at some point you may need to wear it because saa zingine ni baridi na inabidi uvae trouser. Culture shock kwa watu wengine. I know for most Kenyans wenye wameishi urban centers, it's not much of an issue. It's good. So, maybe to summarize, culture yetu huko Africa, in Kenya, is quite different. And one thing is, there is something called gender sensitivity. No, cultural sensitivity, I mean, very sorry. Cultural sensitivity is that you respect other people's culture. That is cultural sensitivity. You don't look down upon other people's culture. Una respect, even though you may not agree with them, you just respect them. And then, if there is anything good from such cultures, you pick them, absorb them. Lakini usikue yule mtu ana absorb everything, every culture. I know kuna some Kenyans, I say some, sijaona wengi, kuna some who have wamekuwa more American than wenyeji, but hawa ni wachache. So start with your principle. If you are a Christian, kuja endelea na Ukristo yako. Hapa kuna freedom of religion and nobody will interfere with that freedom. But also while you are practicing that freedom, you need to be sensitive to other people's beliefs. Here you will find kuna watu wako atheist who don't believe in any supreme deity, and you at one time you may work with them. So learn to show them love, even though you may not agree with them. Show them love, and don't be surprised mtu akikwambia he does not believe in whatever you are believing. Be prepared for such eventuality. Why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you all this because I know you will come to the US. Some people, most people will come to the US. Those who have hope will come to the US. So I'm preparing you psychologically so that when you come here, you will transition very well without any problem. So thank you so much. God bless you. I should subscribe and like my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.